Welcome, everyone. Good evening. I'm Victoria from Get the Gloss. Welcome and thank you for joining us on this beautifully sunny evening for a glow-getting session of our own with Murad and Crystal. We are going to be doing a facial like no other, and I'm delighted that you've been able to join us. Before I invite Crystal and Tracy, who is International Education Director for Murad, to come on and take you through this evening, just a little bit of housekeeping. We will be doing this lovely triple exfoliating facial. You might want to grab a bowl of water and a flannel if you are going to do it with us. I do apologise to anyone who hasn't yet received their goodie bags. I can see there's some messages about that. The post is fairly unpredictable at the moment, but we're doing our best to get them to you. So you'll have them as soon as, and also you will also have a recording of this tomorrow sent to you. So you can do it all over again or whenever your products arrive. So thank you for your patience on that. So a couple of other things. We have also from Murad, we have Davina on the chat, who will be here to answer any product related questions, and we will be sharing an exclusive goodie bag at the end. We also have Chelsea from Murad as well, who will be manning the chat to help you with your skincare related questions. Other than that, we're good to go. So I'd love to invite Crystal and Tracy to join us. Are you there?
We are indeed.
Oh, hi.
welcome. Oh, who feels underdressed? Me.
What I'm here for.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, wonderful to see you. I'll let Victoria sort out the view for everybody so everyone can see us both. No one wants to see me.
Tracy, don't talk about yourself.
There you go. We can see you both now.
Great stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you, Victoria, for the introduction. That's wonderful. Huge welcome to Crystal. I have to say, Crystal, star of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. If you haven't yet watched it, binge watch it is my advice, because it is hilarious and you were just so amazing. Host of TV series coming up, Call Me Mother. I'm going to be asking you about that in a moment. And circus performer. Not many people realise that you also do circus performance as well. So we will have questions back.
You forgot busy mother of three.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur, inventor of Post-its, and stunning natural beauty.
Yes, of course. Love it. And as Victoria said, I feel completely underdressed, I have to say. And I really went to a great deal of effort with the contouring, but I just can't complete.
Look, if you're as dressed as the drag queen, you're doing something wrong. So I think all is right with the world.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So as you heard, there will be opportunities obviously to ask questions at the end. We're really also sorry you didn't get your kits yet, but they always something nice to look forward to, so don't worry. Today is about entertainment, and also you'll be seeing Crystal decrystallizing really in front of us. And of course we will share the offer as well at the end. Crystal, I'm very intrigued by this new show that you're going to be hosting, Call Me Mother. Tell us about that. What is that about?
Yeah, so I was just in Ontario for 6 long weeks filming a gorgeous new TV show called Call Me Mother, which is a reality competition. It's a little bit like The Voice meets Drag Race. So me and 2 other drag icons will be mentoring the next generation of drag talent in search of the first child of drag. It was really, really fun recording, and it was lovely to be back in Canada. Yeah, it was really great. It was a fabulous experience, and it's so nice to do a TV show where I'm doing the judging and not the other way around.
can imagine. I can imagine. It looks great. And if you aren't already following Crystal on Instagram, you can get nice previews of that as well, which I've been following. Now, Crystal, obviously, you've made a great effort tonight with this great look. I'm loving the hair. I'm loving the pink. And tell us about this look. What is it called? What is this look that you've created for us?
I think today? I'm giving you like beauty, but with hard edges. I think that's what I love to do with drag, like a little bit of softness here and there, and a lot of spikes and hardness in other places. I thought, important to give you guys some volume in the hair, because I don't know how many people have seen a drag queen, in a real life Zoom before. So I thought you'd be disappointed if you didn't get some big hair. And other than that, I just thought, it's a summer's day. We want a white background. We want to feel like that gorgeous spa fantasy. So I'm just giving you a little bit of spa gorgeousness with some hard spikes, because it wouldn't be me without some spikes.
No, exactly. No, I love it. I love it. And tell us, when did you decide that you wanted to be a drag artist? I mean, was this something that you always visioned, for yourself, or did you just love playing with makeup and loved fashion? What was it that really kind of drew you into this world?
So I was always a pretty creative child, and I studied costume design at university because I was always obsessed with superheroes and fantasy and imaginative worlds, and I loved the idea of being able to make that kind of stuff come to life. But I always say that drag chooses you. You don't necessarily choose drag. I don't think most people wake up one day and say, I'm going to become a drag artist today. Mm-hmm. What happens is they just like try a little bit of eyeliner and they're like, oh, what's that sensation? What's happening? Oh, and before you know it, 7 years on, you're sat in a Zoom looking like this. It's not something you wake up and choose, but it's something that happens to you in incremental steps. And then it's always a weird thing the first time you actually call yourself a drag queen or a drag artist, because you realize other people have been doing it for a while, and you say for yourself the first time, you're like, oh, I guess I am doing that. I didn't really mean to, but yeah, I guess I'm a drag queen. Okay, great.
Yeah, it is funny you should say that you didn't really plan it. Because obviously at Murad, we have our founder, Dr. Howard Murad, and he often says that, that he never knew what he would become. He just allowed it to happen. I sort of feel like that's probably the same for most of us, right? We don't, when you're at school, you don't really know what you want to do. Even when you left, you're thinking you still don't know, but you just have to go with the flow.
Yeah, it's
which is essentially
staying open to all the opportunities and possibilities. And I think that's what is wonderful about drag, because it really is about creating imagination and imagining what you could be and then making it real. So that's why I love drag, and I think that's a beautiful way of putting it, Tracy. Well done. You summed me up.
Thank you, darling. And coming back to and obviously I've been binge watching myself and watching you. You were just fantastic on the show. I particularly loved that whole regal look. The Queen.
Oh, go on.
That's hilarious, wasn't it? When we come to thinking about the names and everything, and obviously I was laughing my head off at some of them, Cheryl Cole and Bag of Chips.
Bag of Chips.
How did you come up with your name and your persona?
So I was originally called Crystal Beth. So I'll let you fill in the blanks there. But actually, I always just wanted to be called Crystal, because I thought Crystal sounded like a supervillain and a stripper, and that was really all I wanted to be with drag. Like, I wanted to be that girl. And so I tacked on the Beth because I thought you had to have two names to do drag properly. But to be honest, I've never tried crystal meth, and it always felt a little bit funny to be making fun of it. So I decided to lose that part of it, and now I'm just Crystal. And Crystal is the perfect name for me because, like a crystal, I am sparkly, transparent, and cheap.
And I thought you were going to say and have so many facets.
Sure, that too. If you say so. I think I'm actually quite shallow.
Well, obviously, today is all about getting the glow and keeping our skin healthy and so on. But with all of that makeup, I read recently a statistic that said that women spend 2.5 years of their life applying makeup and another 1.5 years removing it. So do you think that's an understatement? I feel like I take way more time than that.
Definitely. And I think when you start talking about drag, it's probably, I mean, I'm actually 120. You just can't tell under all this makeup. That's how long I've spent doing my face. So yeah, it's easily a good 3 to 4 hours for me to get ready. So there's no way that's only adding up to a couple years. But Tracy, that's very depressing when you put it like that.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, we spent
as I sit
25
here
years...
with the sun outside, and we're in this dark room, like, you know, maybe I could have made a different choice with my life and had a few more years back of my life.
But they do say we spend 25 years sleeping as well. So, like, you know, all these things are important. They're important facets, you know. So does it take you, so you say like 3 or 4 hours to get your look together. What is it that takes the longest time? Is it like the lashes or the hair, or what is it that is the real time?
The thing that takes the most time and you need to spend the most time on is gluing down your eyebrows. So obviously there's a real eyebrow somewhere under there.
And do they use Pritt stick? I saw somebody using Pritt stick.
Yeah.
Is that like a, yeah. I was like, Pritt stick, really? I never knew.
Good old fashioned Elmer's Pritt stick.
Wow.
You've got to use the purple stuff though, or it doesn't work. Yeah, so that's the thing that takes the longest time. And you kind of can't rush that process. Everything else you can kind of cheat if you need to. So I could probably get ready in an hour and a half if I had to, an hour if I really had to, but I would be very grumpy at the end of that. And no one likes a grumpy drag queen.
Nobody does. Well, this is the exciting part, everyone. So if you have got your kit, then do follow on with us. And we apologize if you haven't. But you know what? You're going to get a recording of this. You can always follow on again with Crystal another time. So that's, you know, nothing is lost here. So we're going to do the kind of decrystallizing part of the session here, where we're going to follow along. So before we start that, Crystal, I think the first thing we're going to talk about is really removing I suppose the superficial things, the hair and the lashes and everything. Can I just quickly ask you, have you ever gone to bed with your makeup on?
Yes. I'm actually asleep right now. No. I have been to bed many times with my makeup on, because sometimes you do a gig in the morning and a gig late at night, like if you've got a brunch, and then the choice is, do I take the makeup off between and put it all back on? But when we're talking 3 hours of getting ready, that's a valuable amount of time. So I have definitely had naps, especially if I've gotten a little bit drunk at the brunch, like naps like this in bed, like a vampire. And honestly, we're both like lifeless soul suckers. So it isn't dissimilar, but yeah, you just lay down like a vampire. You might put like a cloth over your face and just pray that it's all still on there when you wake up.
Amazing. Well, that's a whole different ball game there. Absolutely. Yeah. That's great.
It is amazing how much a face can stay on though. Like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And if you just little top ups, then you can maintain it.
Yeah, power naps, right?
I know
Dr. Murad is always talking about that. It's so important to get those power naps, because then you can kind of just recharge yourself rather than trying to push yourself to the end of the day.
Like a crystal.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to get started then. The first product, I know you love this product, is the Prebiotic 4-in-1 Multi-Cleanser. There it is. Yeah, how beautiful. Just reminds me of going into Saks Fifth Avenue, you know.
I'll be your Vanna White for the day. I don't know if that reference works in this country, but I'll be your glamorous assistant.
Oh, amazing, amazing. So now this product, if you have got it, this product, guys, or you've tried this product before, you have to wet your face first. But I find if you've got heavier makeup, it is actually a good idea to apply onto a dry skin first, and then kind of emulsify it and add the water afterwards, because it helps to kind of break it down. And the great thing about this product is it takes away waterproof makeup, waterproof eye makeup, lipstick, you know, the long wearing lipstick, all the things that you are having to, you know, confront every day, Crystal? You're not a wipes person, are you?
I have used a wipe in the past. I'm familiar with the product, but I don't like to, because one, they're really bad for the environment, and I also actually find that like using a cleanser or something oil-based tends to get the makeup off much more effectively.
Yeah, exactly. And you use what do you use to kind of remove, do you use a flannel or
yes, sometimes I use one of these like buffy pads, which are great because you can just put them in the washing machine or just wash them with soap and water. And so if you use that with in combination with the cleanser, it's very effective, which we're about to see.
Great.
Tracy, shall I slip into something more comfortable?
Oh, you do that, honey. And we'll talk a little bit about cleansers as you do that. We're going to have a little, a costume change. Oh, there she goes.
No, it's a man. Oh, no.
But look, even underneath, it's so perfect. Everything is so perfect. Look at this. And the earrings. Tell us about those earrings. They're divine.
They're good, aren't they?
Oh,
they are, and they're glued to my ears.
Oh my God. So there's no like malfunction, you know, the sort of things, the worst things that can ever happen is losing an earring, right?
If you do a gig, you have to super glue them on. Today I just double-sided tape, but you know, look, we're getting a glimpse behind the curtain.
Oh,
I always think when I've got no wig on and a full face that I'm giving Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Yeah, still, you're really vamping it. It looks great.
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna slip a new top on so that.
Great. So while Crystal's changing into something more comfortable, if you haven't seen any of our Murad cleansers before, we also do this one, which is our Essential C cleanser. And the reason I love, I've gone all blue. I don't know why my camera does this sometimes. I've gone blue. I'm not really this color. The reason why I love this one, Essential C cleanser, is it has our vitamin C in there, vitamin A and vitamin E. And it's a really lovely, refreshing cleanser. So particularly in the sort of hotter days that we're finally having after a long time. And somebody else has said how much they love it as well. Isn't it? It's just the best, right? It is totally the best. So if you just want like a refreshing cleanser, or if you want to kind of do a second cleanse, this is a perfect product for that. And we also do a great exfoliating cleanser. So if you're looking for more of a deep cleanse, or if you've got any blocked pores, blackheads, any of that kind of problem as well, the AHA, BHA exfoliating cleansers are also really, really good. You only need to use it like a couple of times a week, but it really gets into the pores because you've got salicylic acid in there, lactic acid, glycolic acid. So really lovely deep cleansing.
Tracy, I actually used that exfoliating cleanse. I used it this morning. I use it whenever I have to shave because it loosens everything up. So I get a much closer and cleaner shave, and it's much less irritating. So I love that. I love that.
Oh, it's great. And it's good for the legs as well. Just to let you know. Yeah. Right. And pre-laser. So if anybody does like pre-laser hair removal, use that product first, and it really does make a difference. Oh, the lashes are off now.
They're coming off. You ready?
Oh my God. Hurt.
Oh, the glamour.
Yeah, but you still. Now you look more like the Bowie look now. You see, I'm feeling a bit of Bowie coming through.
I tell you what, Tracy, the best part of doing drag is taking it off. So this is like my fantasy, is working, and the whole point of the job is to just take off the makeup. I think let's make this the new norm for drag.
Yeah. It's a bit like women. We just love to take our bra off at the end of the day as well. Like, I don't know if you feel the same, Crystal. Like when you take your bra off, it's like
yes. Yeah, for me, it's always the corset and the lashes.
Yeah,
these lashes are so uncomfortable. I don't even understand it. But taking them off is such a sweet relief.
Oh, amazing! So now we're going to get into the cleanser. You're using the multi cleanser.
I am.
And yeah. And so where do you generally start? Do you start with your eyes and then go onto your face?
I will probably do my eyes last, just because that's where the most makeup is, and otherwise it just gets everywhere.
Otherwise it's Panda City, right? Yeah. We've all been there. And actually it's a good practice to do. So while you're doing that, just to tell you, because often people do start with the eyes, and then, it's better to really do the main areas of your face first and do your eyes afterwards, to be honest. So really, actually, I feel like I'm losing mine with the heat here. God, it's so hot in this room.
Tracy, do you think I should start with putting it on dry, or shall I go?
I would, but massage a bit of it on dry first. I'm going to also show you some other tips as well today, since we're together having a bit of fun. I massage it in a little bit dry, and then add some water to make it like an emollient. And you could, are you a sort of a double cleanse sort of girl?
Oh,
Crystal?
with this much makeup on, definitely.
Yeah. So I kind of say to people, like, if you've got a lot of makeup on, do it on your skin dry first, then emulsify, rinse away, and then the second time, look at it. Now I'm kind of feeling like.
Am I pretty yet? Am I pretty yet?
It's a bit Depeche Mode now going on there. I feel like it moved into they've gone,
Going from gorgeous to Gollum.
But yeah, so when you come to the second cleanse, if you massage, you've already got your skin wet, and then you get this nice kind of emollient type feeling, and it really breaks down, basically captures all the dirt and oil. There's also some anti-pollution ingredients in there as well. So it's not just getting rid of your makeup, but it's also getting rid of any trapped oil, dirt, pollution. And you might wonder about the name, prebiotic. What is prebiotic? So these are actual natural plant-derived ingredients that work essentially to create a nice, healthy environment for the good ratio of good and bad bacteria, because all of us, unfortunately, have got bacteria on us, in us. God, Lord knows it's everywhere. But this bacteria is really important for the health of your skin, and your skin is really the first line of defense. So these prebiotics create a nice, they're almost like a fertilizer for the skin, and they really help that good balance of good and bad bacteria. So it keeps your skin really healthy and prevents things like acne, prevents things like, eczema, psoriasis, dry, irritated skin as well, which is why I love it. And look how clean your skin looks there.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And you and I were talking earlier about, look at that. That's really good. What is the brand of that little ad thing?
Face Halo.
Face Halo. Cool.
Yeah, and I think they advertise it as something that you can use without a cleanser, but it doesn't work for drag makeup like that. But when I use a cleanser with it, it's like, it's the holy grail. It's magic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that nowadays people are kind of moving away from wipes, as we talked there, moving away from some of those artificial things that are not good for the environment. I'm definitely a toweling girl. And I actually buy these little, I guess they're kind of guest size, and you can almost make your own mitts. So you can kind of wet your towel. And then I literally do that, and I make my own little mitt.
Oh, that's clever.
Which is pretty good. And then you can kind of switch over the other side, put the dirty side down, and then do the other side. So you get a really nice clean off, which is actually really good when we get to the mask as well, which is good.
But look how well that's taken off my incredibly hard-wearing liquid liner.
And we need to move on at some pace because we haven't even got to the...
Sorry. I'm distracting you.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. So a little spritz of when you're ready, a little then of Essential C toner. I don't know if anyone's tried this before, but this is again our vitamin C toner, which I love because you don't even need to use cotton. You can just spritz away as you like, or you can put it on cotton if you prefer. It's really up to you, but I just find it so simple and easy and really good at kind of resetting the pH balance of the skin. How are you feeling now, darling?
Good. I'm just catching up to you. I'll be 1 second.
No problem. No problem.
Can't be rushed.
This is what I love about live, honestly. And I was doing this a couple of weeks ago, and also I discovered when I got to the mask that I actually needed way more water than I had. So I just love these moments. The reality of a real event. So
I'm giving you full reality. Yeah.
So now while you're doing that, Crystal, I'm going to talk a little bit about the next step, which is really the one we're so excited. And thank you, Boss. I don't know who Boss is, but thank you for your lovely comments. I love this product, the Vita C Triple Exfoliating Facial, which you're all going to get. You're going to love it. It's very different. I mean, if you've already used the AHA, BHA exfoliating cleanser before, what you'll notice is the difference in the texture, just to kind of illustrate that. The AHA, BHA, if I hold that one upside down, you can see it pretty much runs out of its own accord, and it's quite drippy. And as I say, it's more of a kind of a cleanser, so it's not really designed as a treatment step. When you come to this baby, I mean, you can stand here for quite some time, and it's quite thick, so you really have to give it a really good squeeze, Crystal, to get it out. Okay.
Need to open mine.
And don't forget, yeah, there's a little silver attachment to kind of stop it coming out if you think you're getting weaker. But it comes out as a much thicker.
How much should I use?
About, I would say, a large pearl. And you just spread it onto your skin. Is your skin already wet? Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. So smooth it onto your damp skin, as you can see. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you a little bit about what you do, because this is a two-phase approach. Great to see that you're a Murad fan, boss. Lovely to see that. Thank you. Now, what you'll see with this product, when you apply it, it's orange. I don't know if everybody saw how orange the product is, but I'm just going to show you here. Yeah, as well. Yeah, it's a bright orange when you first put it on. Then you kind of smooth it out onto damp skin. And as you start to massage it, it goes from that orange to the white, which you can see there. So it's starting to change color, which is really cool. And the reason it does that is it changes color to tell you to stop massaging. So when you see it go from that orange to that white, that's the signal to stop massaging, because that part has really been completed. And the great thing about this product is it's a 3-in-1 type of exfoliator. So you've got the manual exfoliation going on here with these micro minerals, silica. And what happens is the silica is kind of encapsulated with titanium dioxide. And as you massage it, that's what causes that color change, which gives you that signal. And then you've got glycolic acid in there. You've got salicylic acid, lactic acid. Now the acids are working, and they are working to unclog your pores. Oh no, look, you look like Marcel Marceau now. I feel like
really, you can really see the difference of like how it looks when you first apply it versus after massage.
Orange to white, exactly. And of course, you know, if people that love acids will love this product, because you then start, once you finish massaging with that manual exfoliator, you get that nice tingly feeling when you can feel the glycolic acid entering the skin, which is also really good. How does it smell? It smells really fresh. It actually has a turmeric note. So you get that kind of a very fresh, clean smell when you apply it. It's not orangey as you might expect. So it's the turmeric note, and a lovely fresh scent to that product as well. And we should talk about the vitamin C, because vitamin C is such an important ingredient for glowing skin. I would imagine, Crystal, that you have like a real challenge with all this makeup on the skin and, you know, trying to keep your skin healthy. What are your most difficult challenges, would you say, at this stage when you?
I think it's definitely just feeling like you've put your skin through the ringer, and especially when if it's multiple days of drag in a row, and you're shaving every day, the shaving plus the rubbing to remove makeup, I think between those two things, you just feel really like your skin is exhausted and knackered.
Yeah.
And it gets dull. You feel like a walking corpse, to be honest.
Well, right now you actually look like one.
So I've really enjoyed Murad for the last little while, because it's made me take time to like give my skin a bit more care, and I absolutely love the products.
Yeah, it's really cool. And what I love as well is that you feel the product's working. One of the ingredients in here is also gold stabilized vitamin C. So you can start rinsing that off if you feel comfortable to do so. I mean, you can keep this on for about 10 minutes, guys. Once you finish that massage, you can leave it on for up to 10 minutes. I'm a rosacea girl, so I'd leave it on for probably about 5, if I'm honest. And I know, Crystal, you can sometimes be a little bit pink. And that's actually normal, by the way, when you remove it. So don't be alarmed if you look a little pink. You've stimulated the circulation. But it has this gold stabilized vitamin C, which is really working on, protecting you against the environment. You know, it's a superb antioxidant. There's another antioxidant in there called glutathione, which basically helps to keep the vitamin C active on the skin. And because it's highly stable and highly bioavailable, you get more of the vitamin C that you need in the skin, which is a really important aspect. And when you rinse it off, and you can really see the skin is glowing and continues to glow over the next few days as well, which is really cool.
When I used it, this is only my second time using it, because it's what, once a week or twice a week you're meant to?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I mean, they say up to 3 times.
Okay.
I would say once or twice for most of us, but if you've got a very tolerant skin, then yeah, you can use it up to 3
I
times.
used it once a couple weeks ago, and when it first launched, and I definitely noticed the smoothness.
Yeah.
And I noticed it, I actually didn't even notice it the next day. I noticed it 2 days later, and that was the only thing I had done differently, and it was very, very noticeable. So
yeah, and we should actually mention it was clinically tested and compared to microdermabrasion. So if you've ever had a professional treatment with microdermabrasion, as a beauty therapist, this is something, you know, obviously we talk about a lot. But actually, this was comparable to microdermabrasion with just 1 application. Fantastic results. And we actually did a split phase study. So one side was microdermabrasion, one side was this Vita C triple exfoliating facial, and the results were comparable. And in 2 weeks of continuous use, 87% of our clinical studies saw brighter skin and 97% saw smoother skin. Question here as well about, does it help with pigmentation and uneven skin tone? Absolutely it does. And it's a great partner to the next product that Crystal is now going to apply on her gorgeous glowing skin. Already now I can see, if you just do this a little bit, you can already see a little bit of that. It's already happening.
this is just an exercise in ego boost for me. I love it.
Yeah. That's great. So yeah, and you know, we talk also about and obviously for time I you know, have to kind of move on a little bit, but the other thing to remember is massage as well, because often you're kind of rushing around, you don't have time to do all of those, you know, movements. But I always say to people, when you're doing your cleanse, if you can't do a massage at any other time, a little bit of self massage really helps to kind of boost the circulation going, getting the skin really feeling, you know, at its top. And we have lots of videos on that on our Murad page as well. Okay, fabulous. Let's go to eye care now, because I'm going to ask you this question. Yes, please try. I'm going to ask you again about this because when I was watching your amazing circus performance, I mean, I knew that you were this great drag artist, but I had no idea that you had circus performing skills. And I guess, you know, maybe that has an impact on your skin and on, you know, maybe even dark circles. I don't know. Tell us a bit about that. How did you end up doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of impact it has on my skin, but it's definitely not good for the blood rushing to my brain. I do spend a fair bit of time hanging from the ceiling, hanging from my ankles. So I guess that's just another way that I am vampire-like. I guess maybe that's the lesson I'm learning today, is that I'm actually a vampire. But yeah, no, the aerial stuff is great, and it's been such a shame because over the last year I haven't really been able to do any of that because all the places I train are even closed. So I'm so excited to get back into fighting shape with all of that because it's a real like strength exercise and it's amazing exercise, and I really noticed the lack for sure.
Yeah, and no rope burns yet.
Oh, loads of rope burns, loads of rope burns. That is par for the course, and in very interesting places too. It can really look like you've been to some dark basements in Vauxhall when you finish a performance in the air.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, yeah. I don't know how you kept the wig on, but it was superb.
That takes a lot of practice, and I'm not giving away that secret.
No,
that took me years to learn.
Let's talk about eye care then. So we talk about dark circles, puffiness. So do you experience any of that, like maybe late nights, parties? I don't know.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So we're going to use this one next. This is our Vita C Dark Circle Corrector, everybody. And again, it has that wonderful gold stabilized vitamin C, which is much more stable and long benefits. But equally, what you'll notice about this product is that even when you apply it, you'll see it almost has like a concealing benefit as well, which I really love. And so together, what we can do here is just a little bit of a pearl on your ring finger. And then I generally like pat it onto the orbital bone first, okay? And then if you've got, I would say, if you suffer with dark circles, one of the tips I always talk about here is massaging outer corner in. People often don't think about massaging their eye area, but in fact, we get a lot of deoxygenated blood around the eye area, which can give you that kind of dark look sometimes when you're tired, you've not had a lot of sleep. And absolutely, yeah, Caroline Hirons loves this one. I love Caroline. I've worked with Caroline as well. She's an absolute sweetheart. But we find, massage works really well if you do it outer corner in. And again, it's helping to stimulate the product, get the product into the skin, and at the same time give you that nice boost of circulation, which is all good for glow. Really good. And a couple of acupressure points for glowing skin as well. It's this one here on the eyebrow. Yes, perfect. Yeah, the spot look. There's a little bit of a lift there, helps as well. There's another one here at the side, just almost at the top of the cheekbone. Often people think the temple's up here, but it's actually here. And there's another one here at the bottom of the orbital bone as well. And if you gently press that, that can also help with the circulation. I always also recommend to just give yourself a little outer corner in smoothing as well at the end of the day. Patting if you're puffy. Patting for puffs.
Are you calling me puffy?
I was being very careful how I pronounce that. That's all I'm going to say. So, okay, so we've done the eyes. We're going to move into our serum. Now, if you find that your skin is just a little bit too sensitive and you've done enough, you can go straight to your moisturizer. I find that, as I say, I'm quite a sensitive person, so some days I don't want to do too much for my skin. But you can, if you want to. If you want to choose any of our serums. This is our Vita C Glycolic Brightening Serum. Again, designed for glow, designed for boosting that lovely luminescent look.
I'm going to use this because I don't like to use this product when on the day I've shaved. So I'm just going to use it in the places where I haven't shaved because otherwise I get a bit irritated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, if you are a sensitive person, which you say just shave, you don't want to be putting something like glycolic acid in. Tingly, but you can concentrate it even just on your cheeks and on your forehead. You will get that nice glow, which is really cool. And that's because you've got these great ingredients. Crystal, you've frozen on us. I don't know why. You've frozen. Hopefully you're... Oh, no, you're coming back. I can hear you. Oh, no, you're back.
I can see you again.
Yeah.
Good. I heard all of that.
Great stuff. Yeah. And what you'll see, I don't know if you can see that glow, but even when you apply that product, can you see? It's so
Definitely.
Cool. This has got a phytoluminescent complex in it that comes from a beautiful plant called the great mullein flower. So as well as giving you that gold stabilized vitamin C and glycolic acid, so it helps it penetrate, the vitamin C penetrate, you've also got this luminescent complex. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but you can see this on Crystal's face, but maybe hopefully on my hand as well. So even if you just put it on your cheeks, it just gives you that extra
It's like the world's subtlest highlighter. It's very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Without feeling like you're actually wearing anything.
It is, and it's a great product. Again, boosting the skin, helping with pigmentation, helping to even out the eye area as well. It's also a great product for that as well. So great stuff. So let's move into moisturizer then. Few minutes before questions. Doing well. God, we've done really well to get through all of that. You love this product.
I do, and I'm so happy that I got a top up to this event because now I've got a brand new one, and my last one there's like the dregs left, so I would have been scraping out the bottom of the jar.
Nail.
Yeah, exactly. I love this especially at nighttime. Yeah, so I will put this on. I use the Murad retinol, so I will use that, and then I put this on right before I go to bed. And yeah, I absolutely love it. It's very heavy, and especially if you've been doing drag and your face is like I said, it's got that kind of dull, it's exhausted. This is just like, I feel like it supercharges.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyone that hasn't discovered this, yes, it's actually our latest launch, recovery cream, or it's one of our new ones this year. And it's designed for people with either extreme dryness or irritated, stress-related skin concerns. Somebody like me with rosacea, love it. And I have to say, it's a big favorite of many influencers that are like me with the red skin concerns as well. It was great to see that you love it as well. And you'll see it's quite rich, isn't it? It's quite a thick substance. I don't normally put my finger in products. Do you use your fingers, Crystal? Or yeah.
I mean, I'm the only one who uses them, but I guess it's probably not that sanitary. But
I think when it's your own, it's fine.
At least I'm using them. I think that's the key thing.
Yeah, exactly. As long as your hands are clean.
Yeah.
But you'll see, actually, although it looks green in the pack, it doesn't make your skin look green. But what it does do is it gives you that instant calmness. And again, you can use some of those massage techniques if you want to. Still, a little bit of a lift here on the chin. You can do a little bit of a grip and glide. I call this a grip. So you grip your chin and glide up to the ears, and that gives you a nice lymphatic drain.
Ooh.
After a draining day, it feels great, doesn't it? Grip and glide. Yeah. It does sound a bit naughty, but it's actually really good for the skin. And then a cheek, and then a nice cheek lift. So when you've got, this is a lovely emollient cream that you can do that with. So a nice cheek lift either side, again helping to lift and tone the skin, improve the circulation. And this product's also great for around the eyes as well. And I love multifunctional products that do a bit of both, don't you? So, like, at the end of the day, you don't want to be worrying about doing multi products as well. So really cool. How does your skin feel now?
Gorgeous. It feels like I have injected it with moisture, which is really, really nice.
It's good. It's good.
Because I basically stripped everything off doing that cleanse, and it's just nice to feel like it's now, in recovery mode.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think the other thing we ought to mention is that, like, whenever you're doing any type of exfoliation, and particularly anything with glycolic acid in it, or if you're using retinols or any of that, it's so important to use sunscreen. I don't know if you're a sun worshipper, Crystal, or a
I used to be, and I have learned the error of my ways. Once I got to my 30s, I was like, oh, this is bad for me. This is not helping. And I think I thought I would just stay youthful forever. And I used to be so bad. I would lay out in the sun for hours whenever it was sunny. And now I'm the SPF girl, and I use the City Skin SPF 50. And,
love it. I love it. Yeah.
I love that.
Product.
I love it. If I'm like, probably a day, like, if the day was still young, I might use the SPF 30, but I go for 50 now, and I just think it's so important. That said, like, I absolutely love this, and I'll spend as much time in it as I can, even though it's bad for you.
But and also as well, a lot of people don't realise that we are also exposed to other things apart from the sun. Pollution, smoke, and our devices. Blue light, infrared radiation. So the City Skin SPF 50 will protect you from that. And it's a great primer as well, by the way. I mean, I find this great underneath makeup too. So
so I had it on before I started my makeup today, because
shower,
cleanse, moisturize, and then SPF, and then I just put my makeup on top of that.
Yeah, so that's it. Simple, right? So it's so easy. And if you want a kind of a 2-in-1, we also do our Essential C Moisture SPF 30, which is also a really good quick solution, moisture as well as sun protection with vitamin C. It doesn't get any better than that, does it? A really good one for combination skins as well, which is great. So a couple of people are still saying they haven't got their set. So sorry, Emma, your kit is coming. You will receive a recording, and you will be able to watch this back and follow along with Crystal later. Shall we finish with a boost?
Ooh, I'd love a boost.
We all love a boost, don't we, dear?
Boost me. I'm ready.
So I know you love this product because what do you love about it? I'm not going to tell you. You tell me what you love about this product.
It just feels like it's a nice way to like give your skin that little extra lift before you leave the house. It makes me feel like yeah, there's just like an extra layer of hydration in there, but I don't know any of the science or any of the reasons why that is. I also just really like spritzing stuff on my face. It's really satisfying.
Yeah, it really is. I have to say, this is a great product wherever you are in your life, right? So for you, it's going to be great because it's a great primer. It's a great setter. So if you're wearing makeup and you want to set your makeup, you literally just mist away. You know, any time of the day.
I haven't tried it as a setting spray. That's a great idea.
Yeah, sets as well. Primes and sets. It's actually got ingredients that really do that well. But if you're my end of the age group, the other end of the spectrum, menopause is also great for the hot flushes as well. So you may often see me, you know, in the office doing that for those moments.
Cooling yourself down. I mean, everyone's going to need a cool down after they've watched me do that.
Exactly. No, it was great. It's great. So we finished the products that you know, that we wanted to kind of show you and take you through Crystal's, you know, favorite products. So we're going to open the floor for questions. So there's a couple of questions about the products and how they work for the skin in terms of pigmentation, uneven skin tone. So I'll maybe answer that technical one. Yes, absolutely. All the products in our Vita C collection, whether it is the glycolic brightening serum or the Vita C triple exfoliating facial, or even the dark circle corrector. So now we've got like a trio of products. These are all have the gold stabilized vitamin C in there, and this actually works typically on brightening the skin and helping the formation of uneven skin tone. We also do products that work on specifically on dark spots. So if you have got existing dark spots, we also have another product called Rapid Age Spot Correcting Serum that also is a great combination. And actually you can use them together, just not at the same time. So you use maybe this one at night time and use your Vita C in the day. So yeah, they're absolutely brilliant for that as well. So let's see, Chris, we've got lots of questions about product, but I just want to ask you, because no one's asked this question and I am desperate to ask you, tell me about RuPaul. What was it like? Right. Does she have her own makeup artist is the first question I want to ask, right? Is Definitely. She an absolute, or is she really nice?
Look, some of the biggest B words are also really nice, and that comes from personal experience. Yeah. She is lovely. She's got a real warm energy, and the biggest thing I found meeting RuPaul was how funny she is. She's absolutely hysterical. And whenever the cameras aren't on, she's like cracking jokes with the camera people. She's cracking jokes with the sound guy. She's really, she's got a great energy. And she also really knows what it's like to be a drag queen. So whereas like the camera crew might not understand, she'll be like, okay, from now on, we're not shooting them from the ankles down so that they can take their shoes off and have a break. And she really looked after us that way. So yeah, she kind of fought the drag queen corner. Yeah, she's wonderful.
So is it really like bitchy backstage, or is like with the other drag artists? Are they really bitchy, or are they actually quite nice?
No, we save the bitchy stuff for the cameras. We actually all usually get along pretty well. And actually, when the cameras aren't rolling, you're not really allowed to talk to each other. They put you on ice, they call it. So you're not, so you don't speak to the competitors, so that you don't waste the good stuff, because they want to get it all on camera.
Oh wow, okay, that's good. So we had some questions also about is the vitamin C range safe to use while using retinol products in the evening? This is a really good question. Actually, my advice is use your vitamin C in the daytime, and keep your retinol products for nighttime. And honestly, you can't get any better than that, because you're getting all the things you need in the daytime, all those antioxidants, protecting you from the environment and really helping to keep your skin healthy and bright. And in the evening, you've got your retinol working overtime to keep your, your cell turnover at its optimum best, smoothing away lines and wrinkles, boosting your collagen, and really helping to restore the brightness of your skin while you sleep. So absolutely, you can use them, but just not at the same time.
I'm glad to hear that, because that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, yes.
But I think I was making it up. Yeah, I used the retinol eye cream and the retinol. What's the bigger one called?
The night cream, or the retinol youth renewal serum.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I use those at night, and then I've been using these in the day, and it's like it feels perfect.
It's the perfect combination. Oh my God, you're so glowing. Your skin is glowing. Honestly, I don't know if everyone can see that, but it's really happening. Somebody's asked about how does the new Vita C triple exfoliating facial. And I want to say it's more than a scrub. I know people call it a scrub, but I'm going to tell you, it's not just a great exfoliator, it's a mask as well. So remember, it's like 3 types of exfoliation. You've got the granules themselves, which are these micro minerals. You've got your enzymes within this formula that are kind of working to break down all of the dead skin cells and helping to loosen them off and reduce the oil that keeps everything there. And then at the same time, you've got the acids as well. But when you finish massaging it, you're also getting all the benefit of the vitamin C that's working there to really brighten the skin like a mask. So it's not just a great exfoliator, it's a treatment step, a step 2, not a step 1 like this one. So very, very different type of formula. And coming back to the microdermabrasion aspect for this one, the way that we did it in our clinical studies is we wanted a product that was highly performing, more than just an exfoliator. And so we did a split phase study. One side had the microdermabrasion, the other side had our product. And when we measured the results in terms of smoothness, efficacy, brightness, it was literally giving the same results as one would have had a professional treatment with microdermabrasion. So it's not that we're trying to compete, we were just really showing we still want you to go and see your beauty therapist. I'm a therapist myself. I don't want you to not go to the salon, but we wanted to demonstrate how effective this product was, that it was much more than just a scrub. That was really to explain that as well. Somebody's asked about lactic acid. Yes, it does have lactic acid as well, which is another really good exfoliator, but works more on the surface as well, which is cool. We should mention the offer. You will get an email afterwards, 20% off. Look at that. And the code is GTG20. Easy to remember. So no expense spared. But you will get an email to actually help you with that as well. So you've got a great offer. It's 20% off a Murad product from the 8th to the 15th of June. So you've got plenty of time to decide what you want. Just checking if there's any other questions that have come through here. Also, okay, I think we have all the questions. Any more questions? Or no? Okay, I think we've covered all of those. So Crystal, goodness me, it's just been such a joy to have you join us today. I have to say, you are my very first drag artist that I've ever had as a guest. And I feel like I've learned so much. You know, I'm a makeup artist myself, but I mean, I look at you, I'm so inspired by you, and I just love your energy and spirit. I'm sure everybody else has really enjoyed it. We've had some lovely comments coming through as well. So I hope everybody else has enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it. I'm going to hand back to Victoria.
Thank you so much, Tracy. And please, can I book you to help me do a lovely cleanse and moisturize every day? I feel so refreshed, and I feel like I've had a lovely therapeutic moment as well. So thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much.
And thank you everyone from Get the Gloss too. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Tracy. And we'll be in touch tomorrow with your email, with your class recording, with your discounts. Enjoy the summer. Have a great glowing evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.